Yo, what is up guys, and today I am going to see a Strange Loop in NYC. I'm so excited. I did this off an impulsive move, but I was like, it's a beautiful day, and on beautiful days, you see beautiful shows, and I'm gonna see a Strange Loop. I'm super excited. It's gonna be like a vlog and review combined into one, so I'll see you at the theater. Look at where I am. A Strange Loop. Wait, hold on. A Strange Loop. There it is, guys. I made it to the theater. It's very quiet in Times Square, which is interesting because normally it's very loud in Times Square. But yeah, it's a bit awkward filming in public in it.
Usher, 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 usher.
So I just came out of a Strange Loop, and over there, walking down the street, was one of the actors that played one of the thoughts. But anyways, Strange Loop, so amazing, so amazing. I know you have your thoughts. I know there's thoughts on this. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna just leave that right there. Strange Loop, Beetlejuice. Right over there is Mr. Saturday Night, aka Mr. Saturday Flop. I was gonna go closer to the theater to show you guys. It's like, hold on, it's over there, it's over there. And I was gonna show it to you, but then Billy Crystal had to come out, and that made me miss the meme, and the meme was Mr. Saturday Flop. It's alright though, it's alright though. How you guys doing? I'm currently in the Big Apple. I don't know why they call it the Big Apple, maybe that's because there's not, they should have an apple that's big that people can eat out of. I am so clever. I'm just kidding, I make puns all the time. Instead of here we go again, it's here we go again. Laughter. No, it's New York City. No one cares. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that beautiful skyline. It's New York City. It's New York City. So as you saw from the video, I just saw the show and you saw the vlog of me seeing said show, A Strange Loop. So Jaquel was not there when I saw him, but his understudy's name was Kyle. It was Kyle. His understudy's name was Kyle. Kyle was, in a sense, pretty brilliant. As much as I love Jaquel, and I saw it back in DC, I saw the production, honestly, I think Kyle was better. I know it's like, whoa, but Kyle just had this like older quality to Usher, along with like having the innocence of Jaquel and having that like Larry Owens older type energy and that real nuance. I feel like Usher was a lot more nuanced when Kyle was doing it, and I think that I got the journey more. I got more invested. I understood it. It felt more real, and it felt like his voice suited the material more than Jaquel. And Jaquel is obviously just out of college. He's not gonna be at the top of his game yet. He's still a developing talent. But Kyle was at the top of his game. He's not a developing talent, but a talent to be reckoned with. I had great seats. The Lyceum Theater, please, for the love of God, fix your seats, bro. They are the most uncomfortable things on planet Earth. I don't care what you're saying. I like that they kind of Broadway-fied it, but not in a, like, be a more chill type way. Like, they added a show curtain, some of the lighting, some of the songs was more advanced, some of the costumes were better, some of the thoughts entrances were through the, stage instead of through the, doors, and the costumes were upgraded. So some minor changes, but it definitely felt like they amped up the production value just enough, but not too much, where it felt like it wasn't the small authentic show. I think the Lyceum fits Strange Loop very well. It fits very well in that smaller venue. So let's get into like what I thought. So we start off with intermission song, which I think some of the dialogue was slightly altered. We had slight alterations, but I can't quite recall what they all were. Intermission song was very good, and there was a funny moment when one of the actors, when they sing the line "cis het all white space," and they just point at the audience, and I wanted to be the the kid in the car to say, "Hey, I'm not white, I'm brown, and I'm like in the front row," so like breaking stereotype. But that was a funny moment. Today we want to know like my favorite numbers, but they're very good numbers and they were performed exceptionally well by the company. I always do think that the intermission song sounds better on the album than it does live. Like I feel like when it started, the tempo, like it almost felt like Al Morgan Lee, who starts the song, I think. It
kind of sounded like she started a little slower than she should have, but it doesn't sound as clean and as crisp as the cast album. It's not much of a complaint, but more of a noticing. I thought that Kyle killed it with Inner White Girl. Such a powerful number. Didn't Want Nothing, I really like the lighting of Didn't Want Nothing. They were all like on the, I believe, the right of the stage, and they were all like standing there with their alcohol bottles and the lights were shining on it. And the lighting of this show was beautiful. They should have won Best Lighting Design, 100%. Tyler Perry Writes Real Life is my favorite number of the entire show, and it got the most amount of applause afterwards. One of my favorite moments is when one of the thoughts dresses up as the 12 Years a Slave actor, and he's like, 12 years of slaves, and he has the Oscar in his hand. And I really enjoyed that moment because I don't think that was in DC. I don't think he had the Oscar in his hand, but anyways, such a fun number. I love the outro that they used for the song that they added on that wasn't in the DC or off-Broadway production. Writing a gospel play, I feel like Jaquel, when I saw Jaquel do writing a gospel play, I'm gonna admit, I was kind of bored. But with Kyle, I was invested, I was hooked. It felt like 2 minutes. It didn't feel long and drawn out. I also have grown sympathy for A Sympathetic Year, and I thought that was performed exceptionally well. And Weird Daddy is obviously one of the most controversial numbers you could say in the whole musical. And I mean, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but if you know, you know, and if you don't know, well, then you need to go see the show. And then the whole Precious Little Dreams, AIDS is God's Punishment number, the audience clapped. And a lot of people I've noticed say like, oh, is it okay to clap? And I think, you know, obviously if you've seen my video where Michael O. Jackson answered humorous burning questions about A Strange Loop, including mine, he said that all authentic responses are welcome at A Strange Loop. It doesn't matter if they are right or if they are wrong. And I think with seeing it in DC, I felt like I couldn't relate to the show. I didn't understand it. Like, I was worried because my parents were there, and I was like, are they gonna enjoy it? And I was trying to take it all in. And it's a show that you have to see again to fully understand, especially if you're younger. Like, I understood the themes. I understood what I was getting myself into. I thought this show going into DC was more of like a critical take on the theater establishment and race, when in reality it's about a young black gay man dealing with the homophobia, living in this very conservative black church family. And so that's really what the show is about. It's about a multitude of ideas, and I think it even took me a while, even on the second viewing, know what I was going into, and having so many of the unexplained answered. It's Usher's thoughts. We're going through different things. It's like once you get, you know, it's like one idea, oh, and now we get another idea, another like, you know, struggle that he faces, now another. It's this like ever flowing. It's not like linear. It's like boom, boom, boom. It's a concept show. Think of it as a company. It doesn't have a plot, but rather it's different specific moments that have different themes and different ideas. You can make musicals out of every one of these ideas. You can make a musical about Usher being, you know, strictly gay, one about the, you know, conservative black family, one about the theater establishment. But when you come to appreciate that all these ideas are accumulating and are under one, and are a part of a theme, which is accepting yourself and the strange loop of our lives, you come to accept it more. And often shows don't do that, so I think it was like adjusting to it. Also, the ending still baffles me. I felt like I got it just a little bit more, but I still felt a little like, he still got me a little confused. But I highly recommend the show. The cast was great, the scenic, the costumes. I'm so glad this won Best Musical and Best Book. Should have won Best Leading Actor for Jaquel. Should have won Best Scenic Design. Well, not maybe Best Scenic, but Best Lighting Design. Come on, Best Lighting Design, and at least Best Choreo. Like, this show, and Best Director, too. It was Maureen Elliott. Maybe it should have been a tie. By the way, the show deserved the one where Tony wins, and it was sold out when I saw it, and I hate that it's not doing so well business-wise, because we deserve to see shows like A Strange Loop that are daring, that are bold, that don't sugarcoat things, that are so original and bold, and if we had more Strange Loops on Broadway would be a much better place, 100%. And why I ride for the show so much is because, one, I think the quality of it is just so good, and every time I see it, I get it more, I understand it more, I appreciate things. It's such a complex, layered show that as you grow up over time, you appreciate new things, you see things in different perspectives, but also, it's such an original, bold take. And if more things like this were on Broadway, people would see that as the norm and not stuff like Beetlejuice or the Neil Diamond musical. I don't want those musicals. I want musicals like A Strange Loop. And if you want to see and support this show and shows like this for the future, go and see A Strange Loop. That's the video. Like, sub, and comment. I hope you enjoyed the vlog plus the review. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.